Hi, this is Sheikah coming from you all the way from Catonsville, Maryland. As you can see, I usually wear makeup, but I don't have any on today because this is a serious matter that I just want to talk to you guys about. And it's kind of like the society is so biased these days. I don't understand why we have to have the Billion Man March. I mean, I understand why we need those marches is essential to who we are and trying to get our men on the right path. But what I don't understand is, where's the Million Woman March? You forget that we're the ones that birthed these men. If it doesn't start with us first, then how can we get to the source of what needs to be changed? Um, the whole thing about it is, it's time to take action. And yes, we have our kings and our soldiers to back us up, but where are our voices? Where is the mother voices? Where is the sister voices? Where is the daughter voices? Where is the girlfriend voices? The wife, etc., etc., the goddesses? Where are we at? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I get dolled up, I do my hair, and of course, I wear the extensions and everything, and everybody say, well, why are you so pro-black when you wear extensions and you wear the makeup and you do this and you do that? And my answer is simply because I'm not trying to play catch up with anybody. I'm not trying to be the Mrs. Jones for anybody. It's what I like. And what I like is what I like. Now, for many people, a lot of people don't understand that my views when it comes to wearing extensions, weave, etc., etc. Just like I have this hat on top of my head right now, it keeps your thoughts unexposed. Let me run that back to you. It keeps your thoughts unexposed. Everything works through energy and vibes and wavelengths and things like of that nature. So when you see a Muslim with a turban on, or you see a Arabia, somebody from Arabia with a wrap on, or when you go to the mosque and you see these beautiful sisters with this wrap on, it's not because they want to be incognito. No, it's because the thoughts that they have in their mind, they cover it so that it won't expose into the energy of the world. That's my opinion. So sisters, go ahead, wear your weaves. Consider them as a hat, a cover up. You still can be pro-black with weave, honey. Don't get it twisted. Another thing that I want to talk about is what is going on with this Potomac, the housewives of Potomac Mills. Okay, let me run this back real fast. Okay, I'm from VA, all day, baby, all day, and these women are just crazy. Like the one that I do like, which is Jamal's Bryant's ex-wife. It was a comment made today that, oh, she need to go back to the hood, Baltimore, where she came from. And what I had to say to that is, all of you ladies, you need to come to the hood of Baltimore also as well. How can you sit there with all this money, materialistic things, but you cannot come to where your people that's underprivileged, for one, really don't exercise their rights because they really don't have any rights. But if you have all this power to do fancy charitable work or whatever, why don't you come to Baltimore and help these women? How about be an advocate of these women? While you sitting here trying to reprogram a grown ass woman, yes, I did say ass woman, a grown ass woman, you have whole thoughts that stay in the city that you can be mentoring to become better than you and the next person. So when you die, you leave your legacy that way. You don't bring in somebody that already has money to take over your legacy. You train them from the beginning. all the way till they get to the age where they can speak for themselves or can carry a voice for us women. This is what I don't get. Now, by far, I have my faults. Don't get me wrong, but I still give back. I still try to encourage. I still try to show things. I still try to teach people what needs to be taught or put it in the perspective where they can get it in their minds and they can indulge in it and they can feel exactly what it is to be a proud American. Now, I'm not just speaking to Caucasian Americans, African Americans, Native Americans, whatever. Okay, if you're born in this land, you are an American. So that whole thing with, I'm not an American. Oh, I'm an African. No, 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 honey, 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 honey. So if everybody's here African American, what happened to the Native Americans? Where are they at? You think they all on reservation camps? No, you're looking at one. This is what we need to build in ourselves. This is our land. This is our soul. Donald Trump, he's a fucking fag. Who listens to Donald Trump? How can you be a president when you can't even keep your hair taped down? That's what I don't get. But at the same time, it's neither here or there. I could talk to him green in my face or whatever the case may be. So today I vowed to myself that I am going to do everything in my power to make me be the best queen and motivational person that I can be. Yeah, I came from the gutter. I came from Shell Road all day. Not really the gutter, but if you know what the 80s was like and the 90s was like and the kids that I grew up with, shout out to Risky, shout out to Ty Diddy, shout out to S. Dot, my number one brother, my number one player. Shout out to everybody that I grew up with. Shout out to Shalanda Folks. I'm sorry, that's my best friend. But the thing is, what I'm trying to do is get it out there that where I'm from, we came from nothing. We had to work hard for everything that we had. When I say work hard, I don't mean go to a job and work hard and get money. No, we had to get our mental straight. Because if you don't know, back in the 80s, that's when the crack started coming out and our parents started indulging in new different drugs. And, some of them abandoned their kids. Some of them kept their kids but still won't shit. But if you look at everybody that went through what I am talking about now, if I can go to my hometown and show you these people, they're still building their mind and their knowledge up here. Ain't none of them done by far, believe me. So you go down there and play them games if you want to on Shell Road and you gonna feel a rap. But anyway, we ain't going there. This ain't Flint, Michigan. This ain't up in New York and all that other stuff. We talking about VA here, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, I think that everybody needs to take charge and forget the programs that they put in our minds and our hearts, especially in our ancestors. Because your ancestors will sit there and rock and tell you a fishful of lies. And because we are taught to respect our elders and their thoughts and their opinions, that's what we're thinking it is. We're respecting their thoughts and opinions. But what happened when their opinions and their thoughts are wrong? What happened then? What do you do when you're raised to believe a certain thing? You with me now? And then you grow up and you learn on your own. Everything will be in front of your face that you need to grasp. Some people choose to ignore it. I don't ignore it. I see what it is. Everybody in this country need to understand it's not about racism. It's not about separation. It's about respecting yourself. And you can't respect yourself if you don't know what respect is. Respect is for you young black men growing up. Respect is if you see an old lady walking across the street with 5 bags, don't sit there and light your blunt, your blitty, and then be like, oh, well, I don't know how far she got to go. Love you, Jesse. Anyway, that's what's wrong with society. Women, if you got fucking kids and that nigga ain't about shit, come on now. You can do one or two things. You can uplift him and try to mold him into the person that he needs to be, not the person that you want him to be, or you can let him go. But I say, make an investment. Make an investment. If some men knew better, they'll do better. But like I said, if they don't have that mother figure, that girlfriend figure to help lift them up when they fall, guess what? They're going to stay at the bottom. And when I mean stay at the bottom, I'm not saying that you don't have money. I'm not saying that you don't have a house, you don't have a car. What I'm saying is your spirit, spiritually, your mind, the way you think. How you riding around in on fancy cars and this and that, but you'll let a man pull you over, strip search you in the middle of the street, and sit back in your car, buckle up your seatbelt and say, that was close, man. I almost went down. What about your rights? What did you say to that man when he came with that badge and you knew you was clean and he took you out that car? What did you say? Nothing. We're trapped. The way we think, we need to change all of this. Change all of this. From the way we believe in certain things that we know in our heart and our spirit and our mind tell us, no, look, that ain't the way it go. You could fake your mind into believing that everything you told as you was growing up was right. That's what happened. When you get 35, 34, however, you're going to sit back and stuff going to be thrown into your face to where you need to see for yourself. Like, look, this is that. I don't feel too comfortable with this. I don't feel too comfortable with that. Why did I do that back in the day? Now I'm seeing this and I'm seeing that. No. It's time to start waking up and thinking on our own. And that's my time for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. One love. VA, 2 up, 2 down, all day. Spread love.